Welcome back to Roaming with Wildlife. Tonight, we're venturing into the mysterious African night to meet one of the continent's most secretive and fascinating animals. It's not a predator like a lion, not a grazer like a zebra, and not a scavenger like a hyena. It's something entirely different, a creature that moves silently through the shadows, guided by scent and stealth. This is the African civet, one of nature's most intriguing and misunderstood nocturnal hunters. The African civet is a medium-sized mammal found throughout sub-Saharan Africa. At first glance, it looks like a strange mix between a cat, a raccoon, and a small hyena. It has a long body, short legs, and a pointed snout. Its fur is covered in beautiful black and white markings, and a dark stripe runs down its back. But its most distinctive feature is a large mane of fur that it can raise when it feels threatened, making itself look bigger and more intimidating. The civet is primarily a creature of the night. When the sun sets, it emerges from its hiding place to begin its nightly patrol. It moves carefully through tall grass, forests, and riverbanks, using its incredible sense of smell to locate food. Unlike many predators that rely on speed or strength, the civet's greatest weapon is patience. It hunts quietly, listening and sniffing, ready to pounce on whatever it finds. The African civet is an omnivore, which means it eats both meat and plants. Its diet is incredibly varied: insects, small rodents, frogs, eggs, fruits, berries, and even carrion. In one night, it might hunt for beetles in one moment, then snack on fallen fruit the next. This flexible diet allows it to survive in many different habitats, from dense forests to open savannas. It's the ultimate opportunist, taking whatever nature offers. One of the most fascinating things about the African civet is its role in the history of perfume. For centuries, civets were captured for a substance they produce called civet musk. This oily secretion comes from glands near the base of their tail and has a strong, musky smell. In small amounts, it was used by perfume makers to create lasting fragrance. Thankfully, today most perfumes use synthetic substitutes, allowing civets to live freely in the wild. Civets are solitary animals. They mark their territory with scent, using their musk glands to leave a message for other civets. This area is taken. Each civet has its own unique smell, which helps them identify one another without ever meeting face to face. They prefer to stay alone except during mating season, when males and females briefly come together. The African civet is mostly nocturnal, which means it spends the daytime resting. It finds shelter in thick vegetation, hollow logs, or abandoned burrows made by other animals. During the night, it can travel several kilometers while searching for food, always staying alert for predators. Leopards, lions, and large snakes all pose a threat to civets, so stealth is their best defense. When threatened, the civet doesn't rely only on running away. It raises its mane, arches its back, and emits a loud growl or hiss to scare off attackers. It can also release a foul-smelling spray from its glands, a natural defense that keeps most predators at a distance. Despite its small size, the civet is not an easy target. The civet plays a very important role in its ecosystem. By eating fruit, it helps spread seeds across large distances through its droppings. By hunting small animals and insects, it helps control their populations. Even though it's rarely seen, it contributes quietly to the balance of life in the African wilderness. One of the most interesting behaviors of civets is their use of civet latrines. These are small areas where a civet repeatedly goes to defecate. These latrines are not random. They serve as communication spots. Other civets visit them to learn who has been in the area and what their status is. It's like a scent-based social network for animals of the night. Civets are often confused with genets, another small African carnivore, but they are quite different. Civets are stockier, slower, and more ground-dwelling, while genets are lighter and more agile climbers. However, both share the same nocturnal habits and love of mixed diets. The African civet, though, remains the largest and most iconic member of this group. In the wild, civets usually live for about 15 years. They are most active during calm, moonlit nights and tend to avoid heavy rain or very bright conditions. Their eyesight and hearing are sharp, but it's their nose that truly leads the way. They can detect the faintest scent of prey from far away, navigating the darkness with ease. Sadly, the African civet, like many wild animals, faces threats from humans. Habitat loss due to farming and urban expansion has reduced their natural range. In some areas, they are hunted for bushmeat or captured for the perfume trade. However, conservation efforts and education have helped protect them in many regions. They are not currently endangered, but their survival depends on keeping Africa's wild spaces safe. Imagine a calm African night. The air is cool, and the moonlight glows softly over the grasslands. While most animals rest, a civet begins to move, silent, graceful, and alert. Its black and white coat blends perfectly with the shadows. It stops to sniff the air, finds a beetle in the dirt, then disappears again into the darkness. Few people ever see it, yet it has lived this way for thousands of years, ruling its small corner of the night. The African civet is a reminder that not all of Africa's wonders are big or loud. Some are quiet, hidden, and mysterious, living lives that few humans ever witness. It's an animal that connects the worlds of predator and scavenger, plant and meat eater, a symbol of balance in the wild. And though it walks unseen, it plays a vital role in the story of Africa's ecosystems. And that brings us to the end of today's adventure. From its secretive lifestyle to its unusual history and perfume, the African civet proves that even the most mysterious animals can have an enormous impact. If you enjoyed exploring this secretive creature of the night, make sure to subscribe to Roaming with Wildlife for more stories from nature's hidden world. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and keep roaming with wildlife.